You're recording.
Hi Michael, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. So my friend got pulled over and for not wearing a seatbelt the other day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and so I was thinking about it and I was just wondering if other people thought maybe it shouldn't be against the law to not have to wear a seatbelt. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think it should be against the law. We have a lot of paternal laws that kind of like father people because it's for their own good.
Yeah, that's true. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But then I think maybe it's their decision. If they don't want to wear a seatbelt, then
Yeah.
maybe they shouldn't have to.
Sort of a natural selection thing.
Yeah, it sort of is. But I could understand that kids need to wear their seatbelts.
Yeah, but if the parents don't wear their seatbelts, the kids probably will take after their parents and won't wear seatbelts either.
Yeah, so you're saying they should be a good role model and have
Yeah.
to wear their seatbelt?
They're pretty influential. I see what you're saying though. I mean, kind of agree with some of those laws that people should be able to do what they want, but
Yeah, that's
But-
true.
they're kind of out there to protect people, but from their own good. You know?
Yeah. Do you know of any other laws that are like that? Since you're going into the police force?
There's a lot. I don't know. Like gun laws and
Yeah.
drugs. Drugs is a big thing. There's a big debate on whether drugs should be illegal or not.
That's true.
Because
Medical marijuana.
yeah.
That's
It's
true.
pretty big.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, there's different things like marijuana isn't as bad as like methamphetamines and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
it's not as harmful to your body as methamphetamines. But
Yeah, I understand that.
but there's like big debate on jails and stuff. Like, if you made marijuana legal, there'd be less people in jail, and it'd cost less money for the state to run it, and
That's true.
be less taxes.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's always downsides to that too, because then it's more available for kids. I feel.
Drugs are.
Yeah, marijuana. If more
Well-
people had it, then it'd be like stealing your parents' medicine from your cabinet.
Well, I mean, if they outlawed alcohol during Prohibition, and
People still got
people
to
still
it.
got to it, and I mean, people are still gonna get marijuana illegally, but if it's regulated more heavily, people will be able to get it legally, and it'll be safer because it'll be regulated by the government.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be safer, because you never know with the government.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm.
Hopefully people will just make the right choices,
Yeah.
but you
But
never
You
know.
can't really trust society with that.
Yeah.
There's too many dumb people out there.
So what you're saying is probably should be a law to wear your seatbelt just to protect the majority of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Do you know how much a ticket costs for
For a seatbelt?
seatbelt?
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I think it's not more than 200, but it's definitely expensive.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get let off with a warning, though. It depends where you are. Small town cops are more likely to write you a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt than city cops.
Right.
They have more
Yeah.
important issues going on.
Yeah. Well, and like, didn't used to be illegal to wear a seatbelt. What do you
Yeah.
think about that? And when you're in the back seat, if you're over 18, you don't have to wear a seatbelt.
Yeah.
Why do you think that? What do you think about that?
Well, because I think when you're smaller, you're more likely to get thrown around in a car if there's an accident if
Yeah.
you're in the back seat. But I mean,
So you're saying
think-
if you're under 18, you should have to wear a seatbelt because you're smaller.
yeah.
But
I mean, personally, my personal opinion is you should have to wear a seatbelt anywhere in the car.
right,
Just to be
no
safe,
matter how old
know?
you are.
Yeah, but I mean, not a lot of people feel that way, and I mean,
That's
because you'll still get thrown through the car, but
This is true.
I mean, it's kind of gray area, you know.
Yeah.
It just seemed right at the time when they made the laws because they're always evolving. So
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't used to be illegal not to have it used to be just at your own risk, but
Too many people were
yeah,
getting in car accidents because of seatbelts.
yeah. So they made minor laws kind of just to ease people into it.
Yeah.
I think maybe it depends on I don't know, people's opinions are always changing too. So maybe it'll keep evolving in the backseat. You'll have to have your seatbelt on too. But
Yeah.
because usually when they make laws, they like start from the bottom, make it a minimal law. Like they did that with marijuana. Like they made it
Oh.
medical marijuana legal, and like you had to get a prescription and stuff.
So kind of like when because there's a lot of debate on wearing your seatbelt when you're pregnant too, because the seatbelt comes underneath your belly,
Yeah.
and that could hurt the baby, and so some people say you could wear it over, but then I've heard that also hurts.
Yeah.
So then maybe not wearing a seatbelt could save your baby's life, but then it could just end both of your lives. So
yeah, there's a lot of gray area.
There's a lot of gray area.
Yeah. I mean, I think that they should have like a team of doctors study it and research whether it's safe or not. But
that's true for being pregnant.
Yeah, and if you're pregnant, then you'll have special restrictions.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Just like medical marijuana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of it comes from funding. There's not enough funding for it. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of like gun laws too.
Yeah.
I heard the other day on the news that bow hunting used to be for people who were handicapped only, and then they changed it, and now everyone can do it. But before it was only for handicapped people.
Are you sure that wasn't hunting with guns?
Nope, that was bows. Bow hunting.
It's harder to hunt with bows.
I don't know. Well, maybe the kickback from the gun is too hard. I'm not sure. And then I think it was people over a certain age involved 3 times.
Huh.
So everything's evolving. Laws evolve.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
I bet eventually we'll get into gun laws that like Europe has. Like Britain has really strict gun laws.
I don't know their gun laws. What are their gun laws?
Nobody can have handguns. Rarely even the police have handguns.
Do they carry guns?
Some of them do. I think in like the big cities they do.
Handguns?
They still do. But in small towns like villages and stuff, they just carry tasers usually.
Oh.
Because I mean all guns are banned, so it's really hard to get them on the black market there, I guess. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you can't have a gun there?
I know that Northern Ireland has a lot of gun problems. Because the IRA operates out of there, and they ship guns. That's like their big thing.
So what do people in England do for hunting?
Though they have hunting rifles. They're allowed to have shotguns and rifles. But I don't think they're allowed to have assault rifles. Because I know there was a lot of gun laws passed after there was a shooting in Scotland in one of their schools, and a bunch of kids died. I think they passed a bunch of laws, kind of like what happened in Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
I think it was in Glasgow. I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
I'm not positive. But you just have to jump through a lot of government hoops, and you have to get it registered, and I'm pretty sure you have to take like a hunter safety course. And,
okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that assault rifles should be illegal, or do you think people should be allowed to own them?
I don't know. As a future cop, I kind of want them to be illegal because it'd make my job safer. But at the same time, I kind of just feel like criminals are going to get their hands on them no matter what. I mean, we have a lot more crime than England has. So we have Mexican cartels at our border trying to get in and always running guns through. Mm-hmm. And I mean, drugs are illegal. People still do them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's no medical use for meth anymore except when it's made into a different substance like
methamphetamine.
Like
what is it called?
Morphine and all that stuff. Percocet and
yeah.
But I mean, so there's always going to be a black market for those items.
Yeah, but maybe it would still shrink the amount of assault rifles that are around, and then people wouldn't be just having them stored in their houses. Be harder.
Well, it would prevent a lot of accidental deaths. I understand that. I know a country, I think it's Sweden, or one of those countries, a Nordic country, I'm pretty sure actually, has a mandatory military service, and they're required to keep their rifles after they get out. So every single family has a rifle in their house. They're usually not assault rifles. They're like,
really,
yeah, but and their crime rates are very low for home burglaries because all the robbers know that the person has a rifle in their house, so they're less likely to rob. But I mean, it's a different country, different culture. So.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I think that I don't think that we should be able to have assault rifles though.
Yeah.
But that's in a perfect world.
Yeah.
Just no shootings would happen, but I see where you're coming from. It would still happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the need for assault rifles stems from like paranoia. Like Red Dawn sort of thinking where we're going to get invaded and we have to have. A lot of it is fear of the government too, because America's always had fear of government since we were even created. So.
Yeah, but still, a good shotgun can do some damage.
Yeah. But what they're afraid of is getting attacked by multiple people. They have to have high capacity clips, but
in the real world,
probably not going to happen.
Probably not.
For home defense, the shotgun's probably the best thing you can have. If you rack back a shotgun, it's going to scare the crap out of anybody that's in your house.
Probably any gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But shotguns are louder than most guns, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for talking with me.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.